look, if you can't tell what a person believes from how they act, not what they say, but how they act, how they spend their time, how they, what they attend to, their attention. If you cannot tell what they therefore believe, there's really no point in asking them, because the answer you get will be according to many influences, both on them and on yourself, on what you receive. And well, you're very unlikely to be very close to the truth of the matter. But if you look to a person's actions, how they occupy themselves, the subject of what they tend to lead the conversation to, if you like, their concerns, as confirmed by how they spend their time and all sorts of things, really. What they dress in, what they do, where they go, even their posture, how they relate to you, or how they don't, who they relate to, who they tend to mix with. Do you see? You know, it said something like, the mouth speaks what's in the heart. I mean, you know when a person's in love, don't you? Their whole everything is transformed from what they were before they were in love. So you're going to know when people are in love with God. Well, your God anyway. They may be in love with a very austere, demanding, punitive, oh goodness, who knows, God, but not your God. Well, hopefully. If they're loving and kind, no point in asking them what they believe. You know. It's written all over them. And if they're retiring, rejecting, and, well, goodness, if they're violent, my goodness, you know what they're believing at the minute. You keep away from them, then you? Goodness. You're not daft. So don't ask a man what he believes. Just become aware of him. Look in his eyes. I can't, he never looks at me. Well, that tells you a lot, doesn't it? He's not a very trusting guy. He cannot look into your eyes. You see, some cultures train you not to be trusting. If you live in darkest India, you can't be too trusting. You can't risk being trusting casually, because you're in a desperate society that this self-preservation may be to your cost. And do you see, we're not, of course, blaming them for this. Goodness, it's a tragedy that's beset them, and we may not understand why God is allowing such, but you certainly know what they believe at the minute and what their intentions are, because they're desperate. So it doesn't mean we reject them, but it does mean we protect ourselves. We don't wish to be made desperate by their desperate situation. On the contrary, we would rather they were rescued from our rescued situation. But we somehow bring the resources. Typically we're not up to bringing enough material resources to make much effect. Not really. But we do have the spiritual resources. Because if they have the full awareness of God, even the partial awareness of God, of course, then they are rescued. For a God, we understand, is most able and most resourceful and most loving. And the more we can encourage anyone to abide in Him, the more likely are they to be rescued. As we understand it. Because we have a wonderful God. Absolutely wonderful. Lovely. Our Dad. And we have each other. Because of our Dad. Thank you, Dad.